guys, so I saw in the last video several people were like, I wouldn't mind another IPSY video, and this is me talking about product that I haven't featured yet that I did receive in my IPSY boxes. So I'm gonna go ahead, take my earrings off. We're not gonna fight. I'm just gonna take my earrings off. I'm gonna pick up my hair and we're gonna try some of the skincare items I received in IPSY. We're gonna talk about it. One item I'm not gonna give you first impressions on is gonna be this over here. I filmed another video which is gonna be a favorites video. This is not part of it, but I had told you guys how I just, well, you're gonna see it next, but I told you guys how I had washed my hair and did the most and blah, blow dried it. I feature in that video products that I used on my hair. Why do you bring that up, Yari? How is that relevant? This is the Fable in Maine Saha Scalp Wild Ginger Purifying Scrub. I got this in one of my boxes in IPSY. I got so many boxes, girl. I don't even know which one it came in, but I did get it and it's empty because, again, I used it. Let me go to my bathroom. I'll be right back. I'm back. I got it. This can be so messy. It smells nice. Not the most amazing, like it's a nice fragrance. Definitely not something that I'd be like, oh my God, I need it as a candle, but it smells nice. Nena, okay, so I told you this can get messy. So here's my experience with this. It was different. It was kind of weird in a way, mainly because it's just grit. So it's like it's not even a paste. It's like it is like a gritty paste. Your hair has to be damp and then you're supposed to kind of like, we usually want to get anything that's rough, harsh, hopefully not gritty, right? But like sucio, you want the sucio out of your head. So me putting this in there, it felt different. Now I've done scalp scrubs before, but this was very much like you can do the scalp and your hair. It was different. Look, I still have some of that there. I have very thin hair. I don't have a lot of hair, and it took me a minute to get all of it out, and I didn't even use a lot. Do I love it? No. Did I hate it? No. I'm gonna try it again. Also, because I have thin hair, the ingredients, the oils that are formulated within this kind of made my strands feel a little heavier, so I had to like go in and like just with really warm water, not hot, but warm water. It was just a process, and it's just like I had zero but okay, have you ever been like, I'm just gonna go get it done and come out because I just don't feel like doing it, but then once you're there, like, ooh, I have this I should be trying, and then you sidetrack because squirrel, and your ADHD kicks in, and now even though you didn't want to get in there and wash your hair, now you're doing a whole thing, and then you want to do a mask, and it's a whole process because we are special. And I know you people get me because you guys are my people. Pero yeah, so that's what we have going on, okay? I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it. It's like a process, and I just want my hair to feel silky and clean as soon as I come out. I don't want to see any residue in it, and it's a process to get it out. So that was kind of annoying. Now we're gonna move on to the cleanser, which we've used. As you guys can see, I think there's an issue with my pump because every time I pump, you get like residue left. I'm gonna go ahead and use this. It's nice. I like it. I do like Grown Alchemist product. I like the size of it. I like that it's not a squeeze tube. I like that it has a pumper. Okay, so there's all the benefits to it. I'm gonna take my rings off because that's just the smartest thing to do. It's nice. I feel like, and yes, this is how I tend to wash my face, so leave me alone. Not here. I don't wash my face here. I wash it over there. But I'm gonna do this with you guys here. I have zero mascara on. Remember I told you guys I did that lash lift, the successful one, which was the second one. My skin has not reacted negative to this, which is really nice. The thing is, it smells citrusy. The fragrance of citrus kind of lingers a little bit, not for too long, but it does linger. So if you are sensitive to fragrance or you don't like citrus fragrances, then it might not be for you, oddly enough. I've never been a citrusy kind of fragranced girl, and this is bearable. It's not like a strong grapefruit or tangerine or orange like in your face, and it's so loose. I like the formula because it's loose. It's not like a thicker cleanser, so I was able to go in, apply it, rub it everywhere, and I'm breaking up my makeup. And then I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'm gonna wash my face, then I'll be right back. Okay, mija, I came back, and the thing that sucks about, I need one of these little spoolies, a clean one. The thing that sucks about washing your face is, like, at least me, the moment I touch it, I get red and then I have to wait 5 minutes for it to go away. I did my lash lift also. I mean, lash lift, Nena Jesus. I did my brow lamination and I absolutely love that I literally wake up and my brows just are where they need to be. So I haven't really been filling them in. And then again, my lashes are clean. There's nothing on them because I did the lash lift. I am going to move on to the next step porque, Nena, I really need hydration and stuff. So I am going to use the Elemis Papaya Enzyme Peel. This is gonna be a super lightweight peel, except you're not peeling your skin all at once. So you're gonna go ahead and apply this. This smells so freaking good. Like papaya fruit, like sweet fruit. Oh, but not like sweet, I wanna throw up. Sweet, it smells tropical. Like I would love a candle that smells like this. Apply it everywhere on the skin. And you're gonna kind of leave it alone. And you gotta wait 10 minutes. See, that's the thing. Like I don't have all the time in the world. So sometimes I'm like, girl, I don't have time to sit here and do all of that. So I'm not gonna do it. But today we have the time. I am gonna put a little bit of a timer. It is 5:38 p.m. which means at 5:48 we're gonna come back. Am I gonna give it 15 minutes? Absolutely not. I feel like if you have skin concerns, if you have texture, dry spots, or you're trying to recover your skin from maybe having an experience with acne or it's just peeling, then that would be great to, yes, give yourself the 15 minutes. But I'm not gonna give myself the 15 minutes. I think my skin is like in pretty good shape. So I'm gonna do 10 minutos because I'm lazy too. So like 10 minutes is a lot. Entonces I am going to rinse it off because that's what you're supposed to do. But before I rinse it off, we're gonna come back and I'll let you know if it gets hard. Did I say that? I did. I'm gonna let you know if it got hard, if it got tacky, if it dried down, if it didn't. Like, you're gonna get to see it, okay? So dame chance and I'll be right back. All right, friends, I just got off of the phone. It is going to be 7:40, just 5:47 in a second. This is what the skin looks like. It is still on. It completely dried down to like a matte. It's not tacky. I feel nothing. Like you would think it looks like I have nothing on. So you got to be careful. Make sure you read because this is not a moisturizer. It's definitely an enzyme exfoliant. So you want to be really, really careful. My skin so far looks pretty good in the sense of like it's not reacting in a negative way after 10 minutes, which is awesome sauce. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to rinse this off and we're gonna move on to the very next step before the next product. I am back. This is what the skin looks like. Do not mind, there's a little bit of redness. That's how my skin is. I just like washed everything off and used a rag to dry. So of course I'm gonna have like my nose is gonna be extra red all over here and all that, so ignore it. Right now the skin looks glowy, glass-like. I have nothing on it. The way that it looks is stunning. The problem is it's tight. Because that's what those peel enzyme masks are going to do. They're meant to slowly help you exfoliate. And your skin hates it, which is why I said hate. But that is what she looks like. Let me comb my eyebrows again. Girl, let me comb the brow back into place. So that is what she looks like. The skin looks and feels super smooth, but it does feel tight and kind of dry. So we're gonna move on to the very next step. This was not featured in mi caja this month, but it is something that I have received in an IPSY and I absolutely love, and I have backups of, which makes me excited. This is the Cloudberry Bright Essence Toner by Glow Recipe. Y'all know I'm obsessed with Glow Recipe. I love the packaging. This is like my critique on it, okay? I love the packaging. I love the toner. I think it does a beautiful job and it's a great addition to skincare. I would prefer, instead of it being a pumper because it's so loose, it should be a spray. Yeah, like I feel like it should totally be more of a sprayer than anything. So I'm gonna go ahead, let this sit for 1 second, and we're gonna talk about the next product, which is going to be the collagen drops, which we got in, I was gonna say BoxyCharm, girl. Now I was gonna say the rodeo, which I got in the IPSYs for the month of Febrero. This one here says, a concentrated collagen complex. This active protein is known to improve skin restoration. Collagen helps support skin elasticity. Hello. Babasu oil is rich in antioxidants, known to help, which is funny because it says no to help condition the skin. Girl, there's a typo. It's supposed to say known. It also contains hyaluronic acid, known to plump the skin, smoother looking complexion. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with my little serum. These are the collagen drops. I don't even finish like the whole little dropper. I just take some of it. Ideal. When they say drops, they mean it. It does smell kind of like grapefruit a little bit, but not super intense. Because I don't do the whole dropper, because less is more, I'll take it, drop it onto my hand, right? And then kind of press it on my skin. See how drippy it is? Like, it's drippy. Almost like you're like kneading dough, but with your hands instead of like your palms, right? Now my skin is starting to feel so much better. I'm gonna let this sit. I say less is more because you're doing more than one skincare product as part of your routine. If you're just gonna do the one, have at it. If you're gonna apply makeup on top, less is more. The more you apply, the more build up of product you're gonna have. It can feel tacky. So if you're not applying makeup and you're gonna go to bed, it doesn't matter, it's gonna feel amazing, right? But if you're going out, you don't wanna go like this and be like, oh, everything feels like tacky, oily, almost like a gripping primer, because that's not very, at least for me, it's not comfortable. So if you're not applying makeup and you don't want that grippy primer tacky feeling, less is more as you apply and give yourself a minute. If you're gonna apply makeup, less is more anyway, because you don't want to apply makeup on top of all this product buildup, because instead of it making your makeup look pretty, your makeup will move, it will shift, it will smear, it's not gonna look nice, it's gonna look heavy, in some cases patchy, and it's not cute. It's just not. This is what the skin is looking like. You see the redness went down already because my skin is just to the touch. Look how pretty. It looks nice, it looks pretty, we look glowy, we look dewy, but I am somewhat tacky, so I'm gonna give it another second and let it sit. While that's happening, I am going to, me pica. While that's happening, I'm gonna go ahead and use my City Lips, which, actually no, this one's done. This is the clear. So if you were interested in something that kind of helps plump your lips without any burning, it plumps a little more with time, and it's almost like a lip mask. This here is absolutely amazing. Mira que se acabó, okay? And I've not finished something like this in a really, really long time. This is the City Beauty City Lips Plumping Lip Gloss. This one's in clear. So I started using it at night, and honestly, I started using that because I lost my lip oil, but it's such a good product as a mask. The other one that I have that's kind of like great if you don't want to wear it out and you just need something for the lip, does the same thing. It's just a different color. It's this frosty pink. This here is gonna plump the lip and make them look like a little fuller without burning. What you do feel is like that tightening, kind of like, you know, when things get like a little tight, but that's it. Like, it doesn't burn, it doesn't hurt, nothing. And again, it hydrates and lasts. To me, it lasted overnight and then some. Now that we have, okay, the skin is less tacky. I feel like if I were to wait another 10 minutes, it'd be less tackier. But you know what? It's fine because I'm not going anywhere. I'm not applying makeup. So I'm okay with this level of tack. So then I'm gonna go in with the Rich Rescue. Actually, I'm lying to you. Where are you? Because I just talked about you, girl. The filler. I also got the filler. This was not planned to be a skincare video, but it turns out that now it's kind of like a get unready with me using IPSY products for the month of February. Like, that was not the plan, but here we are. This filler is actually so nice. If you're gonna apply makeup over top, make sure that you give yourself a good 5 to 10 minutes. I usually say 1 minute, but just give it a second to do its job. Depuff, help brighten the under eye, even though in that moment it's gonna be temporarily, but it helps your eye look less tired, which I absolutely love. And so I have been using it every morning for work. So I applied that first, sculpt to my eyebrows. I don't have to like do anything to my lashes anymore. So then I'll move on and like apply my primer, blah, blah, blah. By the time I'm ready to apply my concealer, this baby has been under my eye for a few minutes. My concealer goes over top and it looks pretty. Like, it doesn't look heavy, crepey. It doesn't emphasize anything under my eyes. My concealer goes over top of this product as if there's nothing on my skin, which is great because that's something that I can say I've experienced with many under eye products. So if you've wondered whether or not you can apply this and then concealer, yes, you can. Make sure it's not like a potted concealer. Something like this would be fine. Yeah, a liquid concealer would be perfectly fine, but you have to give yourself a minute for the baby to settle and set under your eyeballs. Okay, now, do you see what the lip looks like? You see there's a little bit of redness? It doesn't burn, it doesn't sting, it does nothing. You don't feel it. You just know that it's working. Now I can go in with the St. Jane and I don't overdo it. Again, less is more, so I'm gonna go with that. I am going to rub my hands or like my fingers together. I really like the fragrance of the St. Jane. Slightly florally, but kind of a hint of fruit in an odd way, but I'm not even mad at it. Like, it actually smells really nice. This, I am gonna go in and really massage into my skin, which is why whatever you applied under, you need to make sure you give it a second. You want it to be absorbed by the skin and for it to set. Otherwise, you can get pilling, you can get movement of product, you're gonna have like patchy application. So not that you can see it, but then the skincare benefits will also turn out like slightly patchy. I'm gonna go ahead, make sure I get everything, girl. And then before I go to bed, I will do all this, but I will apply like on my neck, you know, just... And then, mija, that's it. Like, I'm not gonna do anything else. There have been steps that I've done, like apply other acids, serums, toners, essences, because an essence is definitely better than a toner. Not for today. I think it's good. It's simple, and we did use the skincare product that I received in my IPSY, because if we're gonna be fair, I always say, and I hate that I do this, I always say, I'm gonna try it and I'll follow up. I'm gonna try it and I follow up. I do try them. I know what I like. I know what I don't like. And you'll see some of it in the next video. But at the same time, it's one of those things, like, because life been lifing and, you know, one's busy with work, kids, family, whatever, it's hard to come back and just be like, this is what I feel about the skincare. But this time around, I remembered to do that. And again, I wasn't planning on making this a whole get unready with me using skincare that I got in IPSY. Not the plan, but here we are, and I'm not even mad at it. All right, friends, now that you've seen my unplanned get unready with me using IPSY products that I received in my boxes for the month of February, what did you get that you like? Did you like the St. Jane balm, which is, wait till you hear about that. The Fable in Maine, did it work for you? Did it not? How do you feel about the Grown Alchemist cleanser? Make sure you let me know in the comments. All right, friends, as always, I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you made it all the way through, you are a real one. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. All my recent videos are going to be linked in the description box for you. Make sure you go check those out. And just because the video's over doesn't mean you need to go anywhere, because YouTube is going to recommend 2 videos here on screen that I believe you're going to enjoy. So I hope you consider checking it out, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye, guys.